Okay, so we have a straight line that is passing through 2 points. Let's go to the first one. We have A being 3, negative 2. We have B being negative 1, 6. All right, so find the gradient by y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. All right, so y2, let's label these xy, xy, the xy coordinates. The first point, the second point. The second y coordinate is 6, while the first y coordinate is negative 2. That's 6 minus negative 2. The second x coordinate is negative 1, while the first x coordinate is positive 3. So now, simplifying this, subtracting a negative is a plus. Signs are the same, so add and keep the sign. So this is going to give us 8 divided by negative 4. 4 goes to 8 twice, so that's negative 2. That's gradient negative 2. If you want to plot this, A is positive 3, so let's assume that's 3 here, negative 2 here. So the point A is going to be somewhere here. Point B is negative 1. Let's do negative 1 there, and 6 is somewhere up here. So the point will actually be somewhere here, that's B. So in terms of connecting them, right, something like that, so I want to find the gradient of this line. All right, so that's basically what we did here using the formula. We could use rise over run. Like, so we have, this is going to be, the rise is going to be 6 units plus the 2 additional units is 8 units. From 3 to 0 is 3. 0 to 1 is 1, so that's 3 plus 1 is 4. The graph slopes downwards, so that's negative gradient. So that's negative 4 into 4 once, 4 into 8 twice, that's negative 2. So we can find a gradient even using that sketch. All right, so let's look at P being negative 2, 6. Q being 5, negative 8. So XY, XY. These are our 1s, these are our 2s. Our gradient is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And so in terms of the second y coordinate, that's negative 8. The first y coordinate, that's 6. The second x coordinate is 5. And the first x coordinate is negative 2. Let me subtract a negative, we get positive, so that's going to be 5 plus 2, which is 7. And negative 8 minus 6, that's negative 14. Of course, we have to understand that 7 can actually enter 14 twice, and so that's negative 2. So gradient, which we use m to represent, is actually negative 2. All right, if we write the formula the other way around, let's look at that. Let's say we had a formula as y1 minus y2. Then we put x1, we have to put it in the same order. If we start with 1, we have to start with 1 for x as well. Okay, start 1 for y, start 1 for x. Let's use the same formula, see if it works. y1 is 6, y2 is negative 8. This will give us a plus. x1 is negative 2. x2 is 5. And so the 6 plus 8 is going to be 14. Negative 7 minus 5, that's negative. Negative 2 minus 5, that's negative 7. And so 7 goes in 40 twice. Positive by negative is negative, so negative 2. Same answer for the gradient, right? And this will always work. Just remember what you start with, you end with. Start with the 1, and we don't. Start with the 1 for y, start 1 for x. Start with 2 for y, start with 2 for x as well. Right, so we have r, negative 4, 2. We have s being 10, 16. Of course, we want to label xy, xy. These are 1s, these are the 2s. So using the formula for the gradient, we have y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. And y2 is 16, y1 is 2, x2 is 10, x1 is negative 4. Subtract negative is positive, so that's going to be 16 minus 2, that's 14. This is going to be a plus because subtracting negative is positive, so 10 plus 4 is 14. So to cover that again, subtracting negative is positive, So 10 plus 4 is 14. 4 and 14 goes once. And so that's the gradient, m equal 1. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like this video, share.